Hello there. I welcome you to the Valentine edition, another Valentine edition of eLife Mentoring. We started this Valentine edition yesterday with our discussion on where has love gone. We call it married and unhappy. Where has love gone? And yesterday, I had this, my big brother, my friend, the love coach, uh, Mr. Isaac Omadiji, author of several books on love, on marriage, with me here yesterday. Today, he is here again, and we'll be looking at another dimension of the Valentine edition. This time, we're looking at for the singles and the youth how to attract the right partner. The yesterday edition for the married and unhappy. Today for the youth and the singles, how to attract the right partner. If you missed our edition yesterday, you can go to www.bolaadewara.com, or you can go to our YouTube channel and you can catch up with all that we did yesterday. But we praise God that you are here today. And let me ask you, how was service today? Happy Valentine to every one of you. My brother, the love coach, how are you doing today? Happy Valentine.
Thank you. It's a good day. It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Right.
You're welcome. Yesterday, with him, we looked at different topics on love. We looked at the causes of matrimonial breakdowns leading to divorce. We look at so many issues. Just go on YouTube, you get it, and I'm sure it will educate you better. Like I said today, we want to direct this. Our target today is for the youth and the singles there. How to attract the right partner. Love coach, tell me. I have 7 questions for you, and this will last just for about 30 minutes. What qualifies a man to think he has to marry, or a woman to think he has to marry? I mean, before you say, I want to get married, there must be a level. There are some things you must have attained. What are the things? What qualifies you to say, I want to get married?
First and foremost, you must understand that life is in trimester. Life is in trimester. 1, 2, 3. So your life is divided into 3. The first part is the I part. The second part is the we part. And the last part is the them part. If you get it that way.
No, come again. You said the life is in trimester.
Yes, trimester.
The iPad.
I part.
Meaning what?
Meaning the first trimester. It's about I. It's about me. It's about me. It's about me growing up. It's about me being trained, me being equipped to be the man that I'm supposed to be. And one of the first things you notice is you begin to understand who you are in life. Now, when you understand who you are in life, you can move to the next level, which is who will journey with me in the things of life? Who will travel with me in this journey of life? That's where you begin to think about picking a mate. But it's important to understand that a lot of people don't know, but your life is in trimester. First is you're growing up, you're becoming a man, and 2, you and your wife, beginning to make impacts in life. Then the last part is them, where you're beginning to talk about your children and what you're going to leave for them. And so the first thing to do is to understand who you are. And so understanding who you are means that you're supposed to come to a position where you know you are single. To be single means that you're a single unit and can operate by yourself. When you say it's a single unit, it means you don't need anything. You are all one by yourself. You are satisfied, you are single, you are equipped. And so you have to be emotionally single. You have to be educationally single. You have to be financially single. And so all things that a person needs to say, I'm ready for life, you need to acquire. Now, at that point in time, it's when you begin to understand that you need a mate. But until you are single, you have no right to think about a mate.
Mm. Mm. Then what you talk about the third the trimester. What's the third trimester you mentioned about?
Then when you begin to leave a legacy for your children, that's the third trimester. The first trimester is me growing up, getting equipped, becoming a man. The second trimester is we choosing a mate and beginning to live a life of husband and wife. Then when the children begin to come, you hit the place where you begin to think about just the children and what you're going to leave behind them.
Well, beautiful. I've read a lot of books on marriage, on issues like this, and people would say that before you think you are qualified to be married, you must be employed, you must have your job, you must have your accommodation, you must have this, you must have that. Tell me.
That's what I mean by being single. You must have your own house. You must be educated, or you have learned a trade.
Yeah, please. I want you to look at that now. I mean, let us move away from the idealistic level to the specifics now. Let us talk specifically. What are the things the man must have, or what are the things the lady must have before you could say, I want to pick a wife, I want to pick a husband?
You are grown up. Physically, you are grown up. You are physically matured. You are emotionally matured.
When you say physically matured, are you talking about age?
No, I'm talking
Has
about
age anything to do with it?
I'm talking about yes, age has something to do with it. Age has something to do with it. Like, for example, a girl of 10 years cannot be seen in this arena. A girl of 12 years cannot be seen in this arena. A girl must grow up and be ready to be a woman before you can talk about getting married. And a man must grow up and he must have something in his head. He must understand responsibility, as it were, to be able to talk about getting married. And so he must have a job or a handwork where he earns some form of basic need. It's called bare necessities of life. You should be able to afford the bare necessities: a house, money for food, being able to pay the rent and all of that. Now, when a man has all of that, you cannot marry when you are still living in your father's house.
Oh my God, haven't we seen men bringing women?
For this cause, a man shall leave his father and his mother, and he shall be joined to his wife. When a man is leaving, he's going to start another family tree. And so it's about responsibility. God deals with people of the earth according to families. And so every man who leaves his father's house is going to start another family tree, the nuclear family. And so he needs a little bit of equipment to start. He doesn't need all the money in the world, but he needs the bare necessities of life.
I have seen men. Now we'll come back to it because you just mentioned age.
Yes.
You've mentioned employment and stuff. Now let's look at this issue of money. You say he doesn't need all the money. Like, how wealthy can a man be to say, I want to pick a wife?
Feed yourself and feed one extra mouth. You should be able to feed yourself at least 2 meals a day and feed another extra mouth 2 meals a day. If you can calculate your earnings to be able to do that, then you're ready.
Talking about age. Looking at it, if a man graduates at most maybe age 18, 19, 20. 18, 19 is just 18. Let's say he's just getting out of secondary school. So many of them. 17, 18, just getting out of secondary school. Maximum maybe 24, 25. In this sort of environment we are, in a country like Nigeria or in this African setting, at 25, 26, you are out of the university. Of course, some of them graduate at even much later. Now, looking at a man outside, just finished his NYSC and he got a job. Will you tell that kind of a man to go and get married?
It depends on who he has been, or how he knows about himself. It can be young and matured mentally.
Mm.
Some of us started quite early, 25.
Mm.
At 25, you're working, you just got the bank job and you didn't want to mess around, so you decided to get married.
A 25-year-old man
Yeah.
in this current Nigeria,
Yeah.
with what we are seeing all over in Africa now, or perhaps even in the whole world globally, a 25-year-old man, this youth that you are seeing, today, do you think they are matured enough at 25 to say they want to get married?
Things have
when
changed.
They are still dancing shaku shaku and stuff.
Things have changed. It's now a hashtag generation.
Mm.
They're supposed to be smarter though than we were, but yet they don't have that responsibility, to be able to take on the responsibility of marriage. They don't have what it takes, because some of them are still flexing as it were. They're still playing. They're still trying to find who they are. One of the things that has touched me is that a lot of people do not know how to find out who they are. And so maybe in some subsequent programs we will talk about how to know who you are, how to meet yourself, and really know that this is who you are in life.
Let's look at my second question here.
Yes.
When you want to pick a partner,
Yes.
what are the first 5 things one should look out for in that very partner you want to be? Be you a man or be you a woman? What are the first 5 things a man should look out for in the next person, or the person must look out for in the next person?
Well, first of all, you look out for yourself.
Mm.
What you are is what you attract. What you are is what you attract. Some people want to attract certain kind of persons, but by themselves they are not that kind of person. They don't qualify to attract what they are thinking. First of all, you must look at yourself and know who you are, because who you are determines who goes with you. If you know who you are, then you can determine who is traveling with you, because you know where you're going.
Okay, that's the first one.
That's
the second one.
That's the first one. If that one is gotten right, then you begin to talk about attributes. Attributes. First and foremost, you must marry your friend, because the journey is very long. You must find that this person you want to marry is somebody who is your friend. A lot of people marry strangers, and at the end of the day, they have strange bedfellows.
The third one.
The third one is understanding how to know if the people love you or you love them. In my book, I told you about love thermometer. You have steps to take to be able to know if this person is good for you or if they're not good for you. So the third one, probably if you ask me now, is the most crucial, which is knowing how to know if the people love you, or how to know if you love the people.
The fourth
yesterday we were talking about love and marriage, the differences. So you cannot say because you just love somebody you must marry them. Are they good enough for where you're going? Will they make good partners? Are they big enough to carry your cross? Because everybody has a cross. Everybody has a cross. You must find somebody who is big enough and who is willing to carry your cross with you.
Number 4.
Do your parents agree? One of the things that people must understand is that your parents, the blessing of the parents, are important in a marriage setting. Because sometimes your father will see something you don't see. Sometimes your mother can see something you do not see.
Are you not bringing in a kind of the third person, the third party into your consideration?
You see, marriage is a very important business. You can't do it all by yourself. The reason we have a lot of marriages failing is because these people had no mentors. You need a mentor. You
Number
need a
five.
mentor.
Number five.
You need a mentor. Number 5 is get ready to be insulted or to be abused, as it were. It is not always what you think. There are going to be rough times in there. And so you should be a patient man or a patient woman to be able to go through the journey of marriage.
Wow. Well, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I believe you are gaining something there, my friends. Those of you watching us there. Let me look at my fourth question to you. What is your opinion these days? Like you said, the hashtag generation. What's your opinion about online dating? You've not seen the lady. You've not met, and it's like, oh, my wife is in America. We are meeting online and stuff like that. What's your understanding of online dating?
Well, it's a hashtag generation. It's an improved generation. These guys are the millennials. They know much more than their parents, whether you agree or you don't agree. I'm telling you, they have artificial intelligence on their side. And so somebody said the hashtag people, the hashtag generation, that they run with the power of the mobile phone, and the mobile phone is more powerful than AK-47. Are you hearing me? And so they are very intelligent people. But I like to say that online dating, if you ask me, are probably the best dating so far these days. Because you have a chance to talk and find out who these people are even before you meet them.
Can that be deceptive?
Now,
talk is cheap.
No. Listen now. There are ways. there are ways to now find out if you are being deceived or not.
There are fraudsters all over the place.
Yes.
The guy who is even.
There are also ways to checkmate them.
The guy you are. The person you are chatting with, you don't know if he's a man or he's a woman.
Listen now. The intelligence has gone so far that now you can FaceTime. You can do video calls. You can check them out. It is not like before when the technology was limited. The technology is now good enough for you to check them out. You can check them out.
A pastor said that I don't want to mention any name here. The pastor said that you can just pick anybody you like.
You can't just pick anybody you like.
You know what I'm talking about. He said, just go out, see any woman there,
and just
as long as you just speak the woman, and you go and marry.
No.
According to the pastor, he says that what matters in life is to complement and not compatibility.
No.
Our generation would say, pick a woman and check how compatible you are with her. But he says compatibility is rubbish.
Now,
that just pick any woman, as long as that woman can complement what you are doing, that is good.
Remember, there's no marriage in heaven.
Yeah.
And so what's the reason for marriage? One of the reasons for marriage is to help you on earth. And so what are you achieving on earth? What are you achieving on earth? Whoever you marry should bring out the best in you to be able to achieve what you want to achieve on the face of the earth. Not all the people are good for you. If you're a temperamental person might not be good for you. You'll be fighting every day. And so you need to look at your own character and look at what they call character blend. What kind of person is ready to tolerate the kind of person I am? You also need to look at your occupation and see what kind of person is ready to tolerate the job I do. I don't stay at home. I'm always traveling. You might be a traveler and leave your wife to the mercy of megats and drivers if care's not taken. So you need to know the kind of person, the kind of work you do, and the kind of person that can deal with it. You can't just go out and marry anybody. Even whether you are a Christian, you are a pastor, you can't just go out and marry anybody.
I want you to talk to or to advise the the counseling department of organizations like the church. I don't know, maybe the Muslims too have their their own counseling department. I would have mentioned them, but I'm a Christian and I understand about the church there. From what you have seen in our churches, the kind of counseling and the method they use in counseling intending couples, I want you to address them. How do they change all these things? What are the new things they need to bring into their counseling session so that this younger generation will not fall into the pit that we keep seeing all over the place today?
Now, you know that those days, a lot of people just endure their marriages because women were put in the second place and they were not allowed to assert themselves like they do today. But today, you begin to find women who are prime ministers, women who are doing great things, women who are chairman of banks, board of banks. But it wasn't like that those days. Now, that old story of the woman's place is in the kitchen is no longer so. And so you don't get some old men and some old women in a church to say, okay, because you are an old person, you should know about marriage. No. You need to look for people who are into it, people who study the issues and the problems of marriage, to be able to advise young people. I'll give an example. For example, there are what they call the 3 C's of marriage. There's what they call the ABC of marriage. Let me tell you about the 3 C's.
Tell me about 3 C's of marriage.
The first thing you must understand is that there must be chemistry. Marriage is a flesh business. People don't understand that, but it's a flesh business. It's a flesh business. What it means is it has to do with everyday, events, everyday affairs. Are you hearing me? And so there must be chemistry. There must be people you're ready to work with, people you like, you're ready to work with. Secondly, you need to understand that there must be communication between the two people, between the husband and the wife. Why? When you hear about people stealing people's husbands and all of that, it is just about communication. The girl who talks to the man gets the man.
The girl who talks to the man gets the man.
Exactly. And so if you're sitting at home and thinking that you are a macho woman and let one small girl be talking to your husband, very soon they will collect your husband. The secretary will collect your husband.
Interesting. The third C.
The third C is commitment. It is not always going to be easy. Issues and things are going to happen that will test your ability to resist things.
That's quite revealing today. We are running out of time. Thank you so much, my brother, the love coach, Isaac DG. I think I'm taking these 3 C's. Is the giveaway today. The chemistry,
yes,
the communication, and then what is the third one you mentioned? The commitment. Say the marriage is about 3 C's. The chemistry.
There must be chemistry.
There must be chemistry.
There must be communication. Communication. Let me just quickly put this in.
Okay.
Communication comes from what? Common union, communion. When a husband and wife are not communicating, they cannot be common union. They cannot be married. Are you hearing me? They're just roommates.
Wow. I believe you gained something today, my friend. I believe you gained something today. And we call it the Valentine edition of eLife Mentoring. Like I told you earlier, if you've missed our first edition on married and unhappy, where has love gone, you can go to my website www.bolaadewara.com or go to our YouTube channel eLife Magazine TV. eLife Magazine TV, and you will see all the details there. If you have any comments or question, you can also put it there. And on Saturday next week, we will be here and we will take all your questions and maybe your comments too. We will find time to look at all these things and in order to take the program to the next level. I say happy Valentine to you. Husband, if you have not taken your wife out tonight, please do that. I am taking baby out now, very shortly. And wife too. I think that it is not just right to always think that it is the husband who should take the wife. Or what do you think, my friend? Should it be the man taking the wife out all the time?
No.
Shouldn't the wife to take the man out?
The wife should also take the man
Exactly.
out.
Women, as you're watching me there, take your husband out tonight.
Yes.
Take your husband out tonight. I don't want to hear that tomorrow is Monday. Take him out tonight, and it will be well with every one of us. I love you all. The Lord bless you. Thank you. Happy Valentine to you.